today at White Service Station in Germanton, North Carolina. I used to come here a couple years ago when I lived in this area. I think it's probably close to 80 acres, maybe more. It's all sorts of stuff from, I don't know, maybe 50s all the way up. So many cool cars here. Figured I'd bring you guys along for the walk. Hopefully you enjoy it. I'm going to show you a lot of stuff. Sweet old Celica. Too bad it's pretty beat up. Is this like a Hillbilly Mary Kay delivery vehicle? There is so many cool things in this yard. Found a section of E30s. Hands down, the coolest collection of mini trucks I think I have ever seen in one yard. Plymouth Arrow. I've never even seen one of these, and they've got about 3 of them here. Mini trucks are your thing. There's a whole row of those too. Sweet 1978 Jeep. I love how vertical the dash is on this. DJ-5F. Bunch of gremlins. And no, there are no gas caps. Some of these are fairly solid though. That you pretty much either have to decide to hike forever or you sort of park your car, walk for 10-15 minutes in one direction, then come back, jump in your car, move up the road, and keep going. Came here a couple years ago. This whole section was full of mostly Mark II Volkswagens and some early Mercedes. I don't know if they've crushed everything. What do I see up there? I see a rabbit. I'm gonna head up there. Cliche. My last name's Murphy, and Murphy's Law is definitely a thing. I just stopped at this section to show you guys what used to be the Mark II section, and I was like, you know what, I keep walking around, I'm not seeing any Mark I stuff, I'm not seeing anything I want. I'm gonna leave my tool bag in the car. So I get out, I show you the Mark II section, and what do I see? The Mark I's and the Mark II, so it looks like they just moved them. So I'm hiking up there now. Something I never see either. There's a Le Car in there and a Yugo. First time I saw a Yugo in this yard, they actually had a white convertible that I was told somebody imported from Mexico, and then like 3 weeks later got into a serious wreck in it, and it just sat in this yard ever since. But when I first saw it, I thought it was a cabriolet because it was convertible, it was white, and it looked just like a Volkswagen Cabriolet. If you ever make your way over to this part of the country, I'd highly recommend coming around here and just check in at the front desk and look around. This place is awesome. This whole hill you can see behind me used to be completely covered. So either they've condensed cars or they started crushing them. Maybe the price of steel has gone up a bit. But this place is definitely worth a stop. I'm not sure if this is the rabbit that I messed with a couple years ago, but there used to be one way out on the other side of the property. What I've shown you is about half of the property. I don't know if you can see through the woods here. Way through the woods, up there on the other side of the hill, there is all sorts of other cars. A lot of GMC trucks, old trucks, vans, things like that. It's possible that this actually used to be way out in the woods, and if this is the one, I actually dug underneath it on all four corners to pull the mud flaps off because they were the old ones with the rabbit on them, and I refinished them and put them on my cabriolet. As far as I know, they're still on that car. Something I always look for in these old rabbits is the metal coolant flange. Pretty hard to find, so I'm gonna pull this one. These are pretty easy to pull. It's just two bolts, one right here, one on the other side. Just a 10mm socket. As long as they're not rusted out, they're pretty easy to get. Walk you to the other part of the yard that's all trucks and vans and whatnot. Let's see if I can get on top of the hill. I'm not going to walk through the entire yard, but I'll show you what is around here. See if I can get a high enough vantage point to give you a good 360. There's some really cool trucks here. It amazes me the amount of good tailgates. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's because all the Volkswagen Rabbit tailgates were always missing in the yard, but there's a lot of cool stuff here. All right, I'm gonna get up on top of a truck so I can give you a good 360. This side is about half as big as the other side I just walked through, but it is still very cool. I might actually walk through here just to kind of show you guys some highlights, or at least in my opinion. This kind of looks like the muscle truck from Roadkill. Kind of a fan of wildlife as well. Looks like we got some raccoon tracks here. And some deer, maybe? These are deer track. It's cool when things have been in a yard so long that they have trees growing right through them. Pretty cool. At this point, I doubt anybody will ever rescue these, but it'd be cool if somebody did. I just saw way down there, I don't know if you can see it, Volkswagen bus. I'm gonna head down there and check that out. I found myself on quite the hike. Hopefully I don't come across any unfriendly critters. Luckily it's kind of cold today, so I don't think I'll come across any snakes or anything like that. I'm definitely on a deer trail at the moment. There's a little lay down right there. Made it through. That's kind of a cool car. To drive, and I quickly noticed when I got in my car that I stepped in dog mess. So stopped at the Sheets, bought a water with a squirty cap. Hopefully I can fix it because I don't want to smell this for the next 2 hours. Just a quick update on the shoe situation. I always pack nitrile gloves in my go bag, my Junkyard go bag. So the squirty water bottle, the nitrile gloves, and a screwdriver got the job done. So I'm good to go. Smells fine.